Morning, friends. Myself, Mahima Laharia, guest lecturer, Department of Chemistry from VB Sangha Ballari, Vijayanagara College, Hospet. Today, I will talk about the dienes. This is the topic for the BSc second sem students. So, this belongs to the unit of organic chemistry, and the chapter have the topics alkenes, dienes, and alkynes. We already discussed about the alkenes. Now today I will start about the dienes. So let me first introduce what are our dienes. So when any organic compounds, we know there is a straight chain. These are the saturated compounds, but if any double bond is there, they are termed as alkenes. But when the two double bonds are present in any chains, they can be termed as our dienes. So let us discuss in detail according to our syllabus. What are dienes? So the unsaturated hydrocarbons containing double bonds are known as dienes or alkadienes. The general formula is CnH2n minus 2. Now we can classify the dienes on the basis of the positions of the double bonds. First is isolated dienes. They contain the double bond separated by two or more saturated carbons. Now we can see the examples. This is a double bond and they are separated. First double bond is on the first carbon, second double bond is present on the fourth carbon positions. So let me clear how we nomenclate the dienes. So if this is an example. If this is carbon 1, 2, 3 and 4. If the double bond is after the first carbon, so it will be given the position 1, and if the double bond is present here, it will be given the number 3. So it can be 1,3 diene like that. So now let us see. Our isolated dienes, they contains double bond separated by two or more saturated carbon atoms. So example is penta 1,4-diene. Now let us see once again. The double bond is after first carbon atom and after the fourth carbon. So the name is penta 1,4-dienes. So we classified the dienes on the basis of the position of the double bond. So second category is cumulative dienes. They contain two double bonds at the adjacent positions. Means in any compound, the two double bonds are present at the adjacent positions. So the examples are propa 1,2-diene and penta 1,2-diene. Now let us see this compound first. This 3 carbons, so we are using prop. So double bond is present after first carbon and the second carbon. So the name is propa 1,2-diene. And they are also termed as allene. Second, penta 1,2-diene. Now total number of the carbons are 5 here, and now we start. The numbering is done from the end. According to the IPS nomenclature, the numbering is done from the end where the double bond is present. So this is our first carbon, so 1,2-diene. Now third category, conjugated dienes. So what is the meaning of conjugated dienes? When the double bonds are present in the alternate manner. Means when one carbon double bond is there, then one is no double bond, then it will be double bond here. Means when the double bonds are present in the alternate manners, those are termed as the conjugated dienes. So the best example is 1,3-butadiene, or we can also say as buta 1,3-dienes. So see this here. So where the double bond is present, we can do the numbering from any end. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So it is after the first and after the third carbon. So it is 1,3-butadiene. Once again, we will see this structure. The double bond is after first carbon, so 1, and it is after third, so it is 1,3-butadiene. Nowadays we see many bond line structures, so we can represent the 1,3-butadiene as like this, and the double bond 1 and 2. It means this is the first carbon and this is the second carbon, this is the third and the fourth. So you can see it is after the first carbon, so 1, and it is after the third, so it is 1,3-butadiene bond line notation structure. It can also be it can also have the two denominations, or we can say it can be written to two isomeric forms, that is cis and trans. So if we represent this structure like this, so, and in the trans manner it can also be written as this form. So if it is a first carbon 1, 2, 3 and 4, so it is your 1,3-butadiene cis form, and this is the trans form, trans 1,3-butadiene. So I hope it is clear. 1,3-butadiene can be written in the two ways, that is the cis form and the trans form. Another example for the conjugated diene is the isoprene. Means what happens in the isoprene structure, we just remove one of the hydrogen from the second carbon and we add one methyl group. So the name is 2-methyl-buta-1,3-diene, means it is a substituted butadiene also we can say. The name is isoprene. Okay, now let us, we have seen the classification of our dienes. Basically they are classified into the three categories: isolated dienes, cumulative dienes and conjugated dienes. So the example for the isolated dienes, penta 1,4-diene, cumulative diene we have taken example as allene, and for the conjugated diene is the 1,3-butadiene. So our most important is your conjugated dienes, and the example we will study here the details of 1,3-butadienes. Now let us see the preparations and the chemical properties of 1,3-butadiene. Now the preparation method, first preparation method is here by the dehydration of the diols. Now let us see the preparation and the chemical reactions of 1,3-butadiene. First preparation method is from the dehydration of diols. So what are diols? When there are two OH groups present in a compound. This is our diols. So when we will dehydrate, means when a water molecule is eliminated from the first and the third carbon, OH groups are present on the first and the third carbon. So one of the water molecule will be eliminated from this end and one water molecule will be eliminated from this end. So when the water molecules are eliminated from the diols, it results in the formation of buta-1,3-diene in the presence of acids. Now we can see how these reactions can be done. Just to see this structure, I have just written, open it. So CH3, CHOH, CH2, CH2OH can be written like this. So one of the water molecule is eliminated from these two carbons, from hydrogen from this and OH from this. Similarly, one H and one OH are eliminated to form the two water molecules. Now let us see once again, when one butane 1,3-diol is dehydrated in the presence of acid, it prepare the buta-1,3-diene. Second method, by the thermal decomposition of cycloalkenes. This is a cyclohexene, and when it is heated in the presence of nichrome. Nichrome is an alloy of nickel, chromium and iron. When it is heated in the presence of nichrome, butadiene is formed. So it's a simple, the bond is broken down between these two. So we got product as a 1,3-butadiene and ethylene. Third is by the catalytic dehydrogenation of N-butane. We always know when any form alkanes are written in straight chain, we generally use N as in to show its name. So N-butane, when we will just dehydrogenate it, means the removal of hydrogen will takes place. So we will get our 1,3-butadiene. So again, one of the hydrogen from here and one of the hydrogen will be removed from these two carbons. So double bond will be here. Similarly, one hydrogen and one hydrogen will be removed from these two carbons. So again, one double bond will be there. So again, once again, when the catalytic, so what we are using here, Cr2O3 and Al2O3 are used as a catalyst here for the dehydrogenation. So the product is 1,3-butadiene. So once again we can see that we can prepare our 1,3-butadiene from by the dehydration of diols, by thermal decomposition of cycloalkenes. Thermal means in the presence of heat. So generally we are representing the heat with the delta sign, and by the catalytic dehydrogenation of N-butane. Now let us see the chemical properties of the 1,3-butadiene. So the one of the foremost important property of the 1,3-butadiene, it undergo cycloaddition reactions. So the famous cycloaddition reaction is our Diels-Alder reaction. Now let us see. The Diels-Alder reaction consists in the 1,4 addition of the double bond of a suitable dienophile to the two ends of the conjugated dienes to form a 6-membered cyclic alkene. Now we will see that. In this, we have written here it's 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, means one of the compound will have the 4 pi electrons and other compound will have the 2 pi electrons. I will explain once again. If suppose this is a double bond, it is made up of 2 electrons. So in any double bond, one is a sigma and other bond is always pi. So the electrons of these bonds will be termed as the sigma electrons and the electrons of these are termed as the pi electrons. So 4 plus 2 cycloaddition means this butadiene has 2 double bonds. It means that there are 4 pi electrons in this system, and ethene there is 1 double bond. It means there are 2 pi electrons in this bond. So we can say these two will be added and our cyclohexene results. So the mechanism is a simple, not very tough. So once again, Diels-Alder reaction, what happens? One 4 pi electron system and one 2 pi electron system. They are also known as the dienophiles. They will be make a cyclic structure and it will convert to the cyclohexene. Similarly, second also, when the 4 pi electron system will added with the 2 pi electron system, they will form tetrahydrobenzaldehyde because the aldehyde group is here. So when 1,3-butadiene reacts with acrolein, it forms tetrahydrobenzaldehyde. There is no requirement of the catalyst, only simply just we will heat it and we will get the product. So let us see once again. This is our butadiene 4 pi electron system. This is acrolein. Only we have removed one of the hydrogen from the CH2 and we added the aldehyde group. So it results in the formation of tetrahydrobenzaldehyde. Now let us see once again. Butadiene reacts with ethene to form cyclohexene, and actually it's a type of our pericyclic reaction. So one thing I want to tell you, if the mechanism is in asked, then you can prepare. Otherwise, only if the Diels-Alder reaction is asked, this much is sufficient. Now let us see the mechanism in short. Actually, it is an example of 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction, and the mechanism is based upon the principle of the conservation of the orbital symmetry. Means it is an example of your pericyclic reactions. Pericyclic reactions are those reactions which proceeds through the formation of a cyclic concentrate process, which proceed through the formation of a cyclic intermediate state. So Diels-Alder reaction is an example of pericyclic reaction, and it will form a transition state, cyclic transition state. So now we can see that it is a pericyclic reaction that proceeds through the formation of a cyclic concentrate process. A cyclo 6-member transition state is formed, which results into the product formation in which both the process, that is the bond formation and the bond cleavage, means bond breaking, takes place simultaneously. So now let us see, means in the transition state the bond formation and the bond breaking will take simultaneously. So what happens here? We can just see this bond. We have taken one 4 pi electron system butadiene and one 2 pi electron system, that is our ethene. This bond will move here. So a bond formation starts here. Then this bond will move here. So again the bond formation starts between these two carbons, and this is transferred here. So a double bond formation will start. So now we will have a cyclic transition state and it will result in the formation of the cyclohexane. So once again we can see, when 4 pi electron system add with 2 pi electron system, it results in the formation of a transition state, and the product is our cyclohexane. So this is our Diels-Alder reaction. Now the second important chemical properties, chemical reactions of the conjugated dienes, the electrophilic addition reactions. So we all know what are the electrophile, means which are electrons loving are termed as the electrophile. If we take for example Br2, so one will have the positive charge and one will have the negative charge. So we can consider this species as which is having the positive charge. These are electron loving. So the electrophilic additions. Now when the bromine reacts with 1,3-butadiene, two bromo derivatives are obtained. The expected 3,4-dibromobutene 1 and unexpected 1,4-dibromobutene 2 are formed. Means 1,1,3-butadiene reacts with our bromine. They form two products, that is our, as a result of the 1,2 addition and 1,4 addition. Means the first, it can also give us 1,2 addition product. It can also give us the 1,4 addition product. So this is expected, means 1,2 addition product is expected, means the formation of your 3,4-bromodibutene. Just to see, as we do the numbering from the end where the double bond is present. So we will number here 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is named as 3,4-bromobutene. It is written here. It is named as 3,4-bromobutene 1. We have to also mention the position of the double bond, as the double bond is present on the first, after the first carbon. So it is 3,4-dibromobutene first. So it is a product of your 1,2 addition. Then next, when the bromines are added on the 1 and 4 carbon, so the structure will be like this. So this is your 1,4 addition product. It is unexpected product. What is the main product here? 1,2 addition product is the main product. Next, let us see the another reaction. Now, polymerization. We all know what is polymerization. When the two monomer units combine together, they form a dimer. When many monomer unit combine together, the result is the formation of a polymers. So generally the conjugated dienes undergo the polymerizations. Either they involve 1,2 or 1,4 addition of the monomer. As we all know, the bonds are present after the first carbon, after the on the fourth, then the addition products are formed. Either it will be involved 1 or 2 position, either it will be involved your 1 or 4 addition. So if the addition is taking place on the 1, 2 positions, then so many butadiene units can get converted to the polybutadiene. And if we consider the 1,4 addition, we will have the possibilities of the two products. First is the cis product, other is the trans product. Means if the 1,2 addition is taking place, the product is the polybutadiene. This if the 1,4 addition takes place, we will have a two products, that is the cis product when both the CH2 groups are on the one position, and trans product when these two groups are trans to each other. Once again we will see here the electrophilic addition reactions. Some of the important polymers of the butadiene S. First is our Buna-S. So synthetic rubbers are mostly obtained from the butadiene, and these are known as our Buna-S. Buna, Bu means butadiene and Na stands for the sodium. When they react with the Buna means butadiene and the sodium reacts with the styrene, copolymerizes to give the Buna-S. So we can see CH2 double bond CH, single bond CH, double bond CH2 is the butadiene. 75% butadiene we will take, it will react with the styrene. So again we can see this monomer styrene, how it is formed. We all know mostly all the monomers are derived from our ethene. So when we will remove our one hydrogen from ethene and add C6H5, the name is known as our styrene. So when butadiene reacts with the styrene, we get the product in the presence of the sodium. Buna-S is formed. Buna-S is a polymer of butadiene and the styrene. Buna means butadiene and Na means the sodium. So the name is Buna S for the styrene. Now we can see when we are adding sulfur to this polymer, some cross linking is formed. So this process of adding the sulfur in any molecule, in any polymers, the process is known as the vulcanization. So once again, what is vulcanization? It is the resulting polymer on being heated with the elemental sulfur results in the cross linking of the double bonds. This process is known as the vulcanization. And what are the main uses of Buna S? First is the manufacturing of the tires, manufacture of the rubber soles, waterproof shoes, etc. So now let us see once again from the beginning. If you want to take the screenshot, you can take. So the dienes, we have seen that classification of the dienes. It's classified into isolated dienes, cumulative dienes, conjugated dienes. Then conjugated dienes, the main important member is 1,3-butadiene. We had seen the preparation method, first by the dihydration of diols, second by the thermal decomposition of cycloalkenes, third by the catalytic dehydrogenation. Next, the important is the chemical properties of the 1,3-butadiene and the important reaction, Diels-Alder reaction. It's also, we can say that 4+2 cycloaddition reaction. Then it's a category of the pericyclic reaction. Now we have seen the mechanism in short. A cyclic transition state is formed here. And electrophilic addition reactions, it can take place at the 1,2 position and also at the 1,4 position. The next important reaction is the polymerization reactions. They can form the polybutadiene product, and they can also form, if they're on the 1,4 position, they can form cis and trans product. Then the main important polymerization product is Buna S, that is your styrene butadiene rubber, also SBR. It is also known as SBR. And what are the main uses of the Buna S? It's used in the manufacture of tires, rubber soles, and the waterproof shoes. Thank you. And just if you are having any doubt, please ask me in the comment box. And if you like the video, please share it.